Grand rising, grand afternoon, grand evening, or grand rest. Beloved Cosmic Familia, wherever you are, whenever you're tuning in, with much gratitude and appreciation, I thank you so much in advance. In this video, in this session, because there may very well be several parts to this session, but we're just going to go with the flow at this time. This session is dedicated to a being new to me. It's dedicated and special edition for those who believe they have the ability to smell people's hands and fingers through their devices. Yes, you heard that correctly, beloved Cosmic Familia. We are sending love, light, and healing, insights, and so much more out with a ripple, after a ripple, after a ripple. Remember, we're countering these heavy densities with a broader point of view from a higher standpoint. We'll just put it that way. Again, thank you so very much for tuning in, and just know you are surrounded in the light of protection throughout the day. It is at your side and guiding your words and actions to come from a place of love, clearing your energy and vibration completely of negative thoughts and beliefs, releasing fears and self-limiting beliefs, helping to fully and completely experience love, light, and joy that is present in every moment, and guiding your path for the highest and greatest good. We're going to roll the dice first to get a little bit of juices flowing here. Before we do so, we're going to throw down some salt. And now we are going to roll the dice, tapping into the energies of those who are so sure that they can smell people's hands through the screen. Okay, so the 6 is still on the line, so it's good. 2, 1, 6. What I see here is that they could very well be dealing with some tension in their lives, perhaps even indication of some romantic troubles. Or they've spent a significant amount of time alone, in solitude. Numerous different modalities contributing to this tension from what I see. Okay? Either they have some hidden truths or they are dealing with another's hidden truths. Something cautionary. And perhaps as a result, they have been in an experience of misfortune. With everything added together, this is amplifying what I was speaking on about the potential of setbacks, especially involving relationships, particularly of the romantic sort. So they could very well be going through a period of separation from what they perceive to be a loved one, and so they are in a bit of a bitter phase at this time. Let's go a little further. Yeah, this is giving me like they're vulnerable due to anger from being dumped. Oh, okay, and this time there was another 6, but it didn't make it in the circle, so we have a 5 and a 3. They failed to avoid reacting on an impulse, and that happens from time to time, beloveds. It happens. So, what they don't understand, though, is that it is this tension and their approach to their present circumstances that is also closing the door on someone new coming in their life who could perhaps even be supportive and helpful for them. Someone who could possibly even guide them in restoring stability in their lives by sharing a bit of the highs and lows of a journey called learning the virtue of patience. So we're going to do this in 3s, and I'm feeling guided to give it one more roll from the dice. And another one did not make it in. We have a 4 and a 6 this time. The 4 is most certainly clarifying and confirming this setback that they are experiencing. Whatever it is that they are going through at this time, it is delaying their progress. It seems to also be getting in the way of new opportunities, not just in terms of someone helpful coming in to guide them in restoring stability, but also multiple different forms of connections I'm seeing here, especially in terms of hobbies and other interests. Anything involving creativity is experiencing obstacles at this time. We are 10, almost 11 minutes in, so we're going to go ahead and go into the Oracle of Visions now. And pull a bit more on this energy. Alright. Drinking a bit deeper in terms of this phenomenon, who thinks that they can smell people's hands through inanimate objects. Oh, picking up the salt. Look at that. Source decided it was a good time to do a bit of purification alchemy. Perhaps you could even be of aid to this phenomenon, who believes they can actually smell your hands and fingers through their devices. Let's see what else, what's going on. This is mind over matter, and offering peace instead of strife is what I'm hearing right off the bat. But let's see what the book has to say. Yes, offering comfort. In the arms of the angel, fly away from here. You are pulled from the wreckage of your silent reverie. You are in the arms of the angel. May you find some comfort here. And that is actually, as most of you may know, part of a lyric to a Sarah McLachlan song. This is a card about caring. Whether you have a need to nurture your own soul with some quiet time or recreation, or there is someone who needs your help. This card shows that by doing everything you can to be well grounded, you can be a nurturing spirit. So this is our call to action to approach situations like this with patience and understanding. Okay. Let a kind word or gentle touch offer assurance that you are there and the other is not alone. So the first approach is to offer the gift of patience and understanding. It doesn't necessarily mean that you may have to stop at that approach, but perhaps it's the best first approach. And set your intentions to bring such blessing of purification to these confrontations and circumstances and phenomena And if all else fails and it doesn't create positive intentions and results for all involved, well, then you'll just consider the other aspects of the salt as a form of protection. And just like beloved Sister Rebecca would say, let the whirlies whirl. Let the whirlies whirl. Yes, one more shuffle. Alright, give us another more insightful card. Okay. The number 9. What I see here is a jester offering his strength so that the woman in the red dress can just be more fully present with the experience she is in and be able to work through it with less concern about those dark forces of self-doubt and other principalities creeping in during this time of setbacks and tension and strife in the romantic department. For those who are insisting they can smell people's hands through devices. Let's see. Yes, bearing the weight of others. But I'm here to say that we're not here to bear the weight of every single situation and every single confrontation. We're not here to take on every single person we encounter's energies. 'Tis not enough to help the feeble up, but to support them after all. So this is telling me that, and there really is no excuse, really. And we're not here to be in alignment with that type of dialogue. We're not here to give another a pat on the back for having that type of dialogue. There are times where we should come out of the shadows and take credit for our contributions, but also not playing second fiddle. So we're raising this phenomena up to be the focus of the audience's attention at this time. Even though their identity is hidden, they provide anonymous contribution. So it's like how we got on that wave of positive feedback yesterday. To show understanding, but it's like With caution being advised, we're being guided to not become a doormat to situations like that either. So lately, when I see someone in alignment with that dialogue, I respond with, be well, be healed, or may you be healed, may you be well. And we have to remember that if we are moved or swayed by that dialogue, then it is an indication of protecting our energies, understanding that it is not our energy that we're feeling and experiencing. We don't have to wear it like regalia. We can know it's there, observe, be understanding, but also discern. Our boundaries are unbiased. One more. 2222 on the timer. One more from Oracle of Vision. All right. Oh, there it goes. Okay, yes, indeed. This card is also giving me cautionary vibes here. Give me just one moment. I have to switch out my earbud. It's beeping at me. All right. Avoiding danger is no safer in the long run than outright exposure. The fearful are caught as often as the bold, quoted by Helen Keller. In some cases, we are utterly fooled or taken by surprise and will suffer the consequences, but very often we have a sense that all is not right, that something is out of place. Instincts triggered, senses alerted. Is this the time for caution or boldness? Is all as it should be? Is he all that he claims to be? So, the question for them is, are they all that they claim to be? Are they really this seemingly supernatural phenomenon that can actually smell your fingers and your hands through the phone or computer monitor or television screen, iPad, whatever it is they're viewing from and through? Or are they just going through some strife in their life and have a bit of shadow work to do. It's time for them to ask themselves, which wolf are they feeding? I see a little bit of light, which is giving me a glimpse of hope. But there's still a lot of darkness involving this wolf in particular. More shadow than light, I see. But yet again, this source light, the source of all light, is offering a glimpse of hope. Going into wisdom of the hidden realms. Let's go a little further with this energy here. The Arrow Master. And the eyes of beauty from the bottom. This is our higher self saying yes. We are right on the money, setting our intention with clarity to have higher, more positive expectations, even about their situations, even if we don't know anything about their situations. To continue to step into our calling. Continue to embrace our throne. Serve from our throne. With kindness and consideration. Perhaps even offering some form of assistance, even if it's a gesture, like speaking out loud, and behold the power of the spoken word. We say, be healed. We're being guided to remain balanced. Doing these types of experiences and encounters, and remain on the path of non-judgment. Reflect on a time where you may have been in a time of dealing with tensions, dealing with a breakup, or if it's been a while since a breakup and you've been single for a long period of time, you've been in solitude for a long period of time, there may be some tensions rising from that, or that did rise from that at some time in your life. In comes that gift of understanding, consideration, compassion, boundaries, fairness, and the path of non-judgment. And speaking of patience, there it is, clarification. Clarification for patience being indicated from Oracle of Visions. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it alone from there. as it just came full circle, and we are just at 30 minutes in, so here we go. Thank you so very much for tuning in. If you made it this far, beloveds, you are a rock star. With much gratitude and appreciation. Happy Friday and brightest blessings.